Hey, Mary Beth here.
Karen,
We're Integrealty. As always, we are bringing to you our market update for, what is it, June of 2024 already? I mean, does every year get faster?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Definitely. So this month we are seeing some interesting things. I feel like real estate in general is pretty interesting. It's a wave. It's a roller coaster at times, and which is very fitting because with the information we have for you today, our graphs look like roller coasters. So our median sales price right now for Central Indiana is about $310,000, which is up, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes all the information gets jumbled in here and I don't have my notes today. So that's up from last year and last month actually, about 5% for each respectively. So, but something that we were talking about and we want to bring to your attention is we could be saying the Central Indiana median sales price is up, and you might be sitting in an area that you're thinking, what the heck are you talking about? Our home values are not increasing. In fact, they're actually going down. Well, you might be right. Mm-hmm. We both are right. Because if you actually go to Hamilton County as a whole, the median sales price there, if I remember right, was about $429,000, and that's actually down from last year and last month. Not by a lot, but a little bit. So there's a little bit of decrease in home values for Hamilton County recently. And then we look at Boone County.
Oh my gosh.
And Boone County is sitting at around 399,995, if you want to be exact, which is pretty much the same when you compare year on year. So 2023, May 2023, and this year of 2023. However, it's actually a little over 10% higher than last month. So talk about a roller coaster. Yeah. It's a little bit of that. So let's talk about number of home sales.
So we're seeing closed sales for Central Indiana are actually down a little bit from last year and up about a little over 5% from last month. And then when you look at Hamilton, it looks about the same. Percentage-wise, they're a little different, but we were down from last year, but up from last month. And then Boone, I don't know what's going on in this county. I mean,
Boone is booming.
Boone is booming. It is up like 13% from last year and up 42% from last month. And I know Boone has a lot going on, especially up in the Lebanon, north of Lebanon area with a lot of construction, a lot of companies coming in and building. And so I know that may have something to do with what's going on in Boone County this year.
Yeah, it's growing.
Yeah.
So our days on market are very spiky. Really, so in Central Indiana as a whole, we were actually 6 days on market this time last year, and now we're at 10. So our percentage change is a lot, but really it's a difference of 4 days. So not a whole lot when you think about 6 days versus 10 days. And same with Hamilton County and Boone County. We're looking at roughly the same. There's a bit of a difference between this year and last year's comparison, but I think it feels a lot different because everything spiked and jumped way up in December and January of this year, where we were actually at an average of 31 and 32 days on market across the board. And now since January, February, we've come back down and are back into those single digits and low double digits. So it feels like we're selling things way faster, but when you compare the years, it really doesn't look a whole lot different.
No, and I think it follows a little bit by season.
Sure.
Is what we see normally anyways, a lot less time on market during the warmer months.
Well, and if you remember too, at the end of this last fall and winter, That's really when we started seeing the interest rates spiking up,
Yeah.
which caused a lot more of that delay and buyers falling out of the market, and so homes stayed there. And now,
Right.
now they're kind of feeling the
Settling in.
normalizing of the market a little bit and picking back up.
I guess to go along with what we've been talking about, this up and down in December and high interest rates and everything
Yep.
else going on, it's kind of leveling out as far as we were seeing sellers having to take less in their home prices during
Yep.
those dips and those highs and lows, and now
Buyers were
it's-
able to offer less.
Yep,
Yep.
buyers were able to offer less, and now it's kind of, with the normalization, we're seeing that they're not taking as many price reductions. We're not seeing the spike above like we were back in the 2% time.
Yeah.
But it's normalizing out around 98, 99% of the home
Homes
price.
getting their asking.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So all in all, I think the biggest takeaway can be that the market is starting to stabilize while we still feel the effects of being on that roller coaster ride for the last year for sure. So sellers are now getting more for their homes because there's more buyers in the market, more competition. And also the fact that that's why these numbers are maybe why you're feeling like, why are you saying home values are going up when in my area they're going down? And so it really is going to be area specific. So in my opinion, the biggest takeaway is that you should be reaching out to your trusted realtor to really get to know the market in your particular neighborhood. Because even though we've just talked about Central Indiana and 2 different counties, there are going to be different numbers within even those counties, depending on what area of the county you're in, your neighborhood, your township, and that kind of thing. So there are some townships in Hamilton County that are seeing increases while others are seeing decreases. So if you are looking to buy or sell, make sure you are contacting us if you don't have a realtor already. But ask your realtor those questions of, okay, what's going on with the market right now so that I know how to list my home.
And
when to list my home. And then if as a buyer, what really is a fair market value to offer and things like that. So
Agreed.
Anything else?
Well, I just think that, we've seen seller markets, we've seen buyer markets, but right now I think it's a win-win across the board. The sellers are now getting their market value out of their home and not having to decrease, and the buyers are not having to spend over.
Yeah.
And I just think we are really leveling out here to a win-win market.
Yeah, I agree. So it's all dependent on your needs and your smart decisions. So keeping yourself informed to be able to make those decisions in an educated way, super important. And we sound like broken records at this point, because that's what we want you to be. We want you to be informed people so you can make the best decision for you.
That's right.
See ya.